them a helping hand, don't you?
Well, yeah, I do. Liverpool have gone soft, and certainly today were far too easy to play against, particularly defensively. I mean, the first goal, there are so many things wrong with it. It's incredible. Yes, we'll have a pop at Van Dijk for his 2 errors here. He should clear it, there's no doubt about that, and then he should block it after his error, and he doesn't. And then every problem Liverpool had stems from this situation. Yet we've had a pop at Van Dijk.
Liverpool fans, let's gather here today. Let's gather right here, right now, and let's ask the question. Let's talk about last night. Let's talk about the loss. Now that everything has died down, there's a few things I want to get off my chest. But first thing first, I want to ask the fans. Do you really think if a new manager comes in, everything now that's a problem will be erased by that manager? If Xabi Alonso comes in right now, new manager, new system, new ways, new coaching, new man management, do you think all the mistakes right now that is happening, do you think he will be able to solve it? Me personally, I think it's down to the individual. I think it's down to the personnel. Like, the style of play, some of the players, I don't think they align with the style of play that we're going towards. And yesterday proved that. Yesterday, we lost to Bournemouth 3-2 yesterday. I feel like, for me personally, that wasn't on the manager. What do you guys think? Liverpool fans, be honest right now. Let's be neutral. Can we really blame the manager for the mistake that was made yesterday in the game? And let's go from mistake number 1. Our captain, leader, lead from example, lead by example. Virgil van Dijk. Yesterday he made the excuse due to a mistake that he made that it was hard to judge. The wind was all over the place. Slot basically backed him and said that was the case. I get it. Fair enough, due to the fact that you misjudged the ball and you failed to clear it. It's the aftermath of that. The lack of aggression, you didn't close him down. It's too nonchalant. That's my problem. And it's also the audacity to turn around and be like, guys, what happened here? That was on you, Virgil. If you had a bit more urgency to close down Alex Scott when he kept in the ball, don't underestimate these players. They got things to prove. Yet you're underestimating these players. You didn't close them down. You didn't show urgency. You didn't show fight. It get to a point that should have been avoided. And because of that, we put ourselves in a situation where we had to put someone who is not much of a centre-back, who hasn't really played centre-back all his career, in the back line because of the mistake you made, resulting into Joe Gomez getting hurt due to a clash with Alisson. And for me, it's game after game after game. Leeds United, Wolves, there've been so many games where Man United, there've been so many games where there's just been constant mistakes, individual mistakes. And yet fans want to say this is down to slot. Look, Liverpool fans, please, me just as much as you, I like to try see the reasoning. I like to try, be like, Slot, what more could you have done here? You could have done better. But it get to a point where we've got to start pointing our fingers at the players. We don't want to be like Manchester United, where they don't point the fingers at the players, they point the fingers at the managers. Whereas years and years and years, Man United have had world-class managers. They've had Jose Mourinho. They had Ten Hag, who would reasonably be decent at Ajax. They've had decent managers. But again, it's the personnel that has cost them over the years. But yet, they don't know that. They believe it's the manager and the board. But speaking of the board as well, I mentioned before in my previous video, in terms of the 500 mil we spent, the poor planning from the board has been ridiculous. Like, it's been disgusting. Like, where did that 500 million go to? And again, Liverpool fan, me personally, I felt like some of the players we brought was unnecessary. Look, I felt like that the 100 million and the 100 million on Vert could have been spreaded a lot better in a way. Because now look at this now. Yes, we got quality players in Verts. Yes, we got quality players in Istat. We're very thin. That's the cost now. We bought these world-class players, but yet it came to an expense of how lacking the depth is in the squad. And look, it cost us yesterday having to play Endo in the back line. We barely have any forward available in attack. We only have Salah, Gaspo and Hugo. And even if we have all our... If that's probably another one as well, that's 4. That's genuinely 4 players. 4 players in the forward line. The midfield as well is lacking. Obviously as well, Slot is showing a lack of trust in the youth because none of them are ready. None of them are ready at all. And it's just... It gets to a point, guys, where we can't keep blaming Slot here. We have to start looking elsewhere because everything we've asked for Slot, he's answered. We asked him to play with more urgency. We've asked him to play with more. We take the handbrake off. Asked him to play Rio. Give Rio a bit more of a chance. He's done all of that. So what more can we ask from Slot? At some point, we have to point the fingers at the players. Look, again, Virgil yesterday, due to his abysmal performance in the first half, he did make up for his mistake by scoring the header. But then in the second half, we had them on the back foot. But I felt like that was kind of the game plan from Bournemouth. Because it's crazy. Like, even when we had them on the back foot, we rarely created. We rarely created any chances. It would just build up after build up after build up. But like, there was nothing there, you know? And then, thankfully, Slot made the right decision bringing on the sub that needed to be brought on in Hugo, Rio and Curtis Jones. And it changed the game. Rio got a free kick which allowed Szoboszlai to bang it right corner and equalise. But then after that, the tiredness, getting caught on the fast break, on the counter-attack, like the poor decision making, and then that lack to us conceding a last-minute goal again for the 5th time this season, resulting in a loss. This might sound contradictory, but like, maybe we can put a little bit of the blame on Slot. Because over and over and over again, the second half, like, we start, like, physically, we're drained. Like, we're tired. Like, we can't live up to the intensity over time. And, like, I've never known that from a professional footballer. Like, do we look at the training? Is Slot too safe in terms of how he trains his players? Like, you know, like, it's crazy. Like, we get physically outmatched. The lack of the duo winning in the air, on the ground, you know, no fight, no passion, no desire. Like, no one wants to get dirty in our midfield. No one wants to get dirty ever. Like, there's a lot. And this is what comes to me to say that, like, people are calling for Xabi Alonso to come in and save our club. It will be the same thing, I promise you that now, Liverpool fans. It will be the same thing. I promise you. This is going to take a few windows. Me personally, it's hard to say. Like, only reason why I would say get rid of Slot is because his man management is very poor. I don't like the way he treats his players in terms of, like, Ramsey when he said he got better players than him. Where, you know, like I don't like the man management. But in order of who he has at his disposal and what the club is right now, do you really think someone like Xabi Alonso can come in and change it around? Come on, Liverpool fans, let's be reasonable here. Let's be honest here. This is on the players. The personnel isn't right. It isn't right. And where do you go from here? Liverpool fan, answer the question. Genuinely answer the question. Option number 1. Would you rather stick through this bad time and give Slot more time to try to figure it out? Or 2, allow him to go and bring in a new face, a new manager, a new plan, a new system, and see where we go from there. Because I promise you now, the first one is better than the second one. Because right now, like, no matter who comes in, they're going to deal with the same situation. And the reason why we're in this mess is due to the summer, who we got rid of in Luis Diaz, losing one of our influential strikers due to a tragedy, Rest in peace, Diego Jota, the slaughter. Nunez, who pressed from the front. Like, I could go on. There's just so many issues with this club. There's so many issues. Like, the lack of pressing from the front, the pressing structure, the pace. There's no pace in our front line. There's no dominant physical battle. There's no winners. There's no ball winners in our midfield. It's just, guys, I feel like I'm repeating myself, but Liverpool fans, let's look at it in the grand schemes of things. Like, we can't keep blaming the manager, because there's only so much he can do. Maybe he's lost the dressing room, but like, I don't think it's gonna change. Liverpool fans, let me know in the comments if you think Slot deserves more time, or it's just time to bring in a new face, start a new era. Let me know.